Hello everyone, my name is Benjamin, also known as Tech Musher, and I'm a full-time high school student at VNU HCM High School for the Gifted. Here's my school logo. Pretty cool, right? Well, anyways, I think that you're all pretty familiar with the platforms like YouTube or Reddit. Well, actually, you're watching this video on YouTube too. Well, um, as a high school student, I have pretty decent amount of free time, and so those platforms are my dwelling. Well, thanks to that, I stumble into the rabbit hole of Homelabbing. So, in case you don't know, a home lab is actually a setup of one or more computing devices like a laptop on which we can run multiple services. It will serve as file storage, um, a place to stream your favorite movies, or simply for experimentation. The journey did not start with neither YouTube nor Reddit though. It actually emerged from my father's complaint.
Sao cái hai tên mà mắc dữ vậy?
Trời ơi, giờ mắc dữ ha.
Well, at the time, I didn't think much about it though. However, 2 weeks later, I came across a video on YouTube about how to build a self-hosted server, and from there, I embarked on my journey, actually starting to fall into the rabbit hole of home labbing and letting the curiosity lead away. Well, to start with, first I will need a place to host all the services that might be needed for my cloud. Well, after wandering around the house for like 2 days, I found a ThinkPad T450 that my mom gave me 2 years ago as a birthday present, and a 2 terabyte hard drive in my dad's garage. And so, hardware check. Well, for software, after some research, I chose Proxmox to be my virtualization environment, and so we will start building up from there. And so, software check. Now, let's take a look at my setup.
This is my setup. It's pretty simple, just Proxmox server running on an old laptop and an old hard drive as storage.
Alright, now we're all set. Let's install Proxmox.
So first, I install this image for my Proxmox virtualization environment and flash it to a USB stick. Next, I went on and installed Proxmox on my T450, and everything went so swiftly up to that point. Then, I did a few tweaks and boom, mission accomplished.
As soon as I got my server running, I started to think about a file storage for my family as initially intended. So coming to file storage, there were two options that I was wondering. One was Nextcloud and the other was C file. So I went to Google, YouTube, Reddit, and various online forums to do research, and ultimately I chose Nextcloud. First, because it comes with a wide range of rate plugins. Like apart from file storage, it also has calendar, Talk, which is like messaging platform, and even mail. Amazing, right? And also, I didn't really like C files hidden file structure, so that's why I chose Nextcloud. First, because I want to isolate Nextcloud into its own environment, therefore I create an LXC container to on which I will run my Nextcloud. So let's create a container. Alright, it take a few moments and ta-da-da. Now, yay, our container is ready. Alright, let's run it.
After that, I went on install the required packages as indicated on Nextcloud document, and everything was going so nicely, up to one point. So after having everything else installed nicely, I checked the ABAC 2 page and it was working. Nice. This is the true moment of truth.
What? Was it blank page? What the heck is going on? After that, I switched the debug mode on and I was like, what the heck? There are weird and cryptic error messages. That moment, I realized blindly following the tutorials online wouldn't take me anywhere, so I would have to figure it out on my own.
In the next couple of weeks, I dive into technical forums, wikis, tutorials to further my knowledge, and finally, I figure something out.
So the problem was actually about the PHP version incompatibility. Previously, in this live command, my command was only this without specifying the version number, and the default version of PHP on my device was PHP 8.3, but the system it installed PHP 8.4, so it got incompatible. So now with one line of command, everything would be fixed. Alright, so now Apex 2 is working. Let's see if how about our Nextcloud. The moment of truth. Yes, there we go. It's finally working. Alright, so now we have Nextcloud installed and set up. We're good to go. So for file storage, let's go to files. Here we have a wide range of options to do. It's the UI is basically kind of like Google Drive, right? But like I love this UI more. It looks so modern and aesthetic. Here we have create folder, create file request, new document presentation. Let me test uploading folder. So here I have a folder of images and videos. Let me upload it. So it may take around 2 minutes. Uh, the time taken will depends on my Wi-Fi connection, actually the internet connection, and uh, my hardware too. So let's wait for it. Alright, so we have a few seconds left, and yep, it's done. So here's my folder. Here we go. We have a lot of file here. It takes some time for it to generate thumbnails, but anyways, we still have the thumbnails.
So from there, I continue on my Homelabbing journey, continuing diving into technical wikis and tutorials, and now wrestle with bugs. And occasionally, I stay up until midnight attempting to fix a misconfigured service. However, that was a really thrilling experience.
Alright, so that's it about my home lab. As you're watching this video, my home lab is still rolling. And though not so quickly because this is my senior years and I have pretty much things to do. Anyways, thank you for watching and see you in the future videos. Bye.